Forget everything you know about Riz. Forget everything you know about what you should say, what you should not say when you meet someone. All the parameters for what you think you should and could not say are pretty much for the largest part incorrect. And I'm going to show you in this video how to say anything you want and be the most charismatic individual in your city, in the room you're in. You will gain so much aura just from being able to say what you feel you should say authentically to anyone in a charismatic manner. And it will cause you to have better connections, better relationships, more new friends, and attract the life you want because you can bring in the people that you want to bring into your life easily. You are the sum of the 5 people that you're closest time with. And if you're spending time with people who are not who you want to be, then the only way to move is to find people who are you want to be or be like. They have parts of you that you want to attach to yourself. You must network with them. So this is a networking sauce video. And the point is because we have one formula that I've been using repeatedly that I built based upon all my research from Russell Brand, from Kevin Hart, from doing improv, from that kid in class that was cracked out of his mind, that could say whatever he wanted, but the teacher loved him. The reason why is authenticity. And I'm going to show you how to apply authenticity to practical action steps. So when you meet that girl you want to speak to, when you meet that guy you want to network with, you know what to do and you can do it so fast. You won't even know you weren't friends because as soon as you speak, you're just connected. So this matters because you're going to be in a situation where you're in a public place. Hopefully you're going outside and you're not inside your house all the time. And you're going to see someone you want to talk to, someone you want to network with. And this person is going to be on your timeline in your brain. You're going to go, you're going to see them. Instantaneous thought, I should network with them. What do you do? How do I say this? What do I continue with? Use this model. It removes what you should do and lets you do what you ought to do, which is be authentic with this person. How do you do this? You need a way to meet someone random that has an indicator of something you believe has some form of status or some indication to what you want. It's not about money. This is not about like something about only she has to have a certain amount of fitness. This is about just trying to attract and connect with people that are about some cool stuff because you want to be about cool stuff. If you're not around folks that are about cool stuff, then you won't have cool stuff, meaning you don't care about cool stuff. And they don't care about cool stuff if they're not about cool stuff, so why be around them? Point is, you need this to network. Another reason why this works is because when you want to connect with someone, the level of connection they do, of you having, is based upon trust. And trust is based upon authenticity. Trusting someone means you have to give them some level of trust in order to get trust back, right? Being authentic is the fastest way to gain trust. And humans subconsciously look for authenticity. This is less of a logical thing and more of like a backward subconscious mind process situation. And you're able to get past this by stimulating the array of emotions. So for example, if someone's only stimulating happiness and excitement every time they talk to you, they're more than likely lying to you. There is a form of themselves they're holding back from you that you will not know. Yes, there is a degree of masking from people, but at the same time, the humans know when to communicate a deeper connection because someone's being authentic with them. That's why sometimes it's good to be mad with someone. That's why sometimes it's good to genuinely say something that you know the person is not going to like in some regard for an output because you're genuinely being yourself. That's why when you have a friend that's being honest with you, you stay with that friend longer than the person who's just telling you everything you want to hear. Because one, the output is the stimulus of emotions in your brain is not being triggered. Therefore, someone is lying to you. Also, they care so much about stimulating these two for you, they're hiding some version of themselves from you. And your subconscious mind knows this. So this is a method that you can use to make sure you're being as authentic as possible with everyone you meet that you want to connect with. Another reason why this matters, you are literally within 2 degrees, 2 connections with anybody that can help you toward any of your goals. All of your goals are just based upon meeting someone else that can help you get there. Everything you've ever wanted, Disney World, maybe you want a jet, maybe you want to be on a boat, maybe you want to have a good business. Someone knows someone that's going to have resources that you can get access to and help them in a win-win situation just by walking in a room and speaking to that person or connecting with that person. And there is someone that could be in your network right now within 1 to 2 people from you that can get you that connection or the resources. And you're not there because you haven't networked enough. This is why this is helpful. So how do you use the model? Use a model like this. You walk into the gym. You're on your own mission. You're going to go work out because you have the need to become healthy. You're walking in this place. You scan your car. You look to your right, and it's a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman, or maybe it's a guy with a nice watch on, and you see like maybe he's a businessman. You see him on Instagram or some shit, and you want to speak. The first thing you do is notice his watch, or for the girl, it could be your outfit. We'll start with the guy for now. Your watch is super cool. It reminds you of my granddad's watch. Something. That's your actual intention. Oh, sorry. No, that's your actual 10 seconds of small talk. Whatever that is. Could be in the gym. What are you hitting today? You hitting legs? Whatever it is. You're in the same area. It could be a Kool-Aid machine happening right in front of him. And you say, hey, that Kool-Aid machine is a little too red. It doesn't matter. You're establishing common ground and having 10 seconds of small talk. Next, express your intention. I saw your watch. It reminds me of my granddad's watch. I want to connect with you, etc. Small talk. Intention, authenticity. If you think the guy's ugly, say, bro, you are chopped, but you have so much confidence. Whatever it is, say it. Just because you see something or feel something, if you don't feel that the emotion you felt is bad and you have 100% conviction in what you're saying in a calm manner, showing that the output of what the conversation is not affected by how you feel or what you saw, and this is the thing you're expressing, then they will feel the same. They're reciprocated to you. The odds of them actually being offended by your words is low if you are not really like, the threshold for them being annoyed by your words is so large. It's more about the energy under the words that matter. If you're giving out good energy and saying something crazy to them, it's fine. You can say someone's chopped and you have good energy inside, good energy about them. They know that they're still valuable and they won't even care. But if you can say they're chopped and you think they're not valuable, then you're attacking them. So you continue. 10 seconds of small talk. Then you hit the freaking express your intention. Then you hit the interpret their emotion. Look at their face and you notice, he didn't want to talk about that watch too much. You can see it in his brain. He didn't really attach to that idea. Next topic. Then you pull out your tool set of conversational tools. This is when you actually know if you're good at conversating or not. It's not in the beginning. It's not before you communicate. It's after you communicate and then as you adapt. Improv is communication. Improv is authenticity. Then you interpret that emotion from the man, and then you got where you want to go. You want to connect with this guy. You notice he does not see much status in you. So what do? You tell a story, one of your tools. You tell a story about you having some form of status and connect back to him. Another example of this could be maybe you saw his phone. It had a fitness app on the phone. You say, yo, I just got a fitness app on my phone, and I just did my first 2,000 push-ups of the day. But how do you use your app? What's your app for? Or did he have to know that you did 2,000 push-ups to ask him about the app? No. You put that there because you want to humanize yourself in this man's brain because they only have the information you give them. So give them information that's useful. And you can implant status into their brain. That's one of the tools. This is extra sauce, not even a part of the model. The model is to act first, action-based speaking. Next, this is a framework, the 10 EIG model, 10 seconds of small talk. Express your intention, interpret their interests, and guide them where you want to go. You can use this with women. If you can, and the threshold, the real sauce here is that there is nothing you cannot say if you say it with enough energy because it genuinely is 80% body language, 20% words. The words need to be there to frame it. The word about the thing you're thinking about, the feeling. Let's say I want to talk to someone about buying their restaurant. Buying their actual restaurant, saying those 3 words, buying restaurant, in that frame is 20% of the actual communication. You need to have positive chi. You need to have done some cool stuff that day. You need to be confident, look them in the eyes, shake their hand, look at them and understand the situation, make sure it's a win-win, ask them genuine questions to find out what they actually want, and then all the energy under it needs to be positive. That's more important than the 20%, the little, I want to buy your restaurant. It's not about saying that. It's about everything under it. Under it is, I'm thinking about buying your restaurant. Bad energy. Hey, I noticed you did XYZ really well, but I'm really good at XYZ, and I think that I could offer you this because it's amazing. The difference, of course I'm saying more words, but it wasn't the words. It was the energy under it. It was my bravado, my charisma, my authenticity, the conviction in my voice. And I would do that after 10 seconds of small talk. 10 seconds of small talk about the situation, make sure you create some common ground, express your intention, be honest. What'd you notice about them? What'd you see? Create your intention and your An expression of what you interpreted from what you saw at first glance, what you judge, because we're all judging. Express your insights on what they are. Maybe she's dressed nicely. Tell her what the dress made you think of. This dress reminds me of like freaking Rapunzel from Princess and the Frog. Whatever it is. If you find her attractive, say it. If you find her not attractive, maybe you don't even want to go talk to her in the first place. But if you did have talked to her, you can say that. And then the second piece, interpret their interests. This is where people separate from being socially awkward to being socially that guy or that girl. The difference is people who are on the spectrum, super, super far from being social, can express their things and express it well, but they never take the feedback from the person in front of them to know what to say next, how to negotiate a good arrangement of conversation, because they don't understand the emotion of the person in front of them. So the autistic guy can say something out of pocket, something insane in public, and people accept it because he's autistic. But he never looks at them and understands how they were affected by what he says and then able to say the next sentence to offset that. Someone who's socially adept can say the most out-of-pocket things. I had a friend like this black guy, he's my roommate. W-man's African dude. He'll know if I'm talking about him. In college, my roommate. He can say the most out-of-pocket things. He prided himself on saying insane things and then getting people to still like make him laugh afterward because he's just saying out-of-pocket things. But he was so socially aware that after he said it, he knew how to offset it. And the positive energy was there too. So positive energy puts out-of-pocket thing. Person hears it, says some crazy stuff like, bro, she got one leg, anything, right? And the person hearing it heard the words, thought the same thing, but now has attached positive energy to that crazy statement, she has one leg, and they can smile about it without being negative toward the girl. Before, the connotation towards saying something crazy about a girl with one leg would be negative. They span it to positive and allow the person in front of them to be authentic as well with them. And then if it went badly, the person that said the word in the first place would know how to offset it. Yeah, that's crazy. And then keep going, or next conversation, and then keep spinning the next thing, and just that's when the tools come in. We're going to have more videos on the tools to use after you interpret what the person in front of you thinks about you and what you want them to think about you. But for now, this is the basis.